Hey guys, Stefan here, the Photobook Guru, and this week I'm here to review Bob books for you. Just a quick word about the company. It's a British company in the UK, and for those of you outside the UK, stay with me because they ship all around the world, so you can all benefit from the great quality they offer. Bob Books is specializing in photo books for professionals, and they also do calendars, cards and some gift items, but their focus is on photo books and they do them really well. I think these books are going into my Hall of Fame as well. The reason why I love them so much is the high quality. Just like with other companies which offer silver-halide printing, that's the best you can get. Bob Books is offering a really clean-cut process to your photo books. The reason why I'm doing the two books in the one review is because they are so interrelated. This one is a lay flat book and this one is a perfect bound book, and one of them is silver-halide printed, the other one is digital. So first, when you go onto the website, you have to select the size of the book, and then you select the paper, and depending on the paper you're going to get the lay flat or the perfect bound option. After that you can select the cover, which is going to be either soft cover or hard cover, and then you can start creating your book in the various options they offer you, which are the software you can download, the online creator, and also they do PDF to book options. And now let's go to the up-close shots. So first of all, let me state the sizes of the books. They come in a decent variety of sizes: 19 by 15, 28 by 21, 38 by 29, 21 by 21 and 30 by 30 centimeters. The rectangular ones are available in landscape and portrait as well. The book I have in front of me is a 19 by 15 centimeter pocket size, and this is the smallest book they've got. Let's get started on the cover. The cover depends on the paper that you choose. So if you choose the thinner 200 GSM papers, you're going to get two options. You can either have a perfect bound soft cover or a perfect bound hard cover. But if you opt for the silver-halide printed 300 GSM papers, luster, gloss or matte, then you will have to get a hardcover lay flat book. There's no other option for that. So this one here is the lay flat hardcover, and this is the same hardcover you would get with the perfect bound books as well. So that's the kind of gloss you get. There is no matte option and there is no leather, no linen option. This is the only hardcover option you have, and there is no dust jacket either. So on the front you can have any design you want, any text, any photo, and on the spine you can have again the title, and on the back you have again whatever you want, but there's going to be a barcode in the bottom. When you open on the back, there's another barcode and a logo on the back of the back cover, and on the front there's nothing, and the book is connected through a white sheet. This one here is the soft cover book, and it's only available with the perfect bound books. The stock is the same, it's a glossy lamination, and the thickness is similar to the lay flat pages. It's quite a nice stock, nice lamination on it, and the design, as you see, is the exact same. Text, photo, and on the spine, even though it's really thin, you can still have the title. On the back, same thing, you've got photo and the barcode, and if you open it, there's going to be a barcode and the logo as well on the last page, but not on the back of the cover. So the two next to each other, same size, hardcover, softcover. Bear in mind, if you opt for any of the silver-halide printed pages, the only option you've got is this hardcover here, and it's going to be a lay flat book. And if you opt for the 200 GSM papers, then you have two options, both of them perfect bound, one hardcover and the softcover finish. So I hope that makes sense. If you had any questions about the covers, feel free to leave them in the comments box and I can explain it further. So let's go on to the binding. You've got two options, the perfect bound and the lay flat. So that's the lay flat. It always comes in hardcover, and it's really well done. I love how it opens, and it feels really high quality, and it's going to last a very long time. Nothing gets lost in the gutter. As you can see, lovely double page spreads. Pages are obviously stuck together. It's the seamless technology. Let me give you a a different angle, so that's how it looks from the top. And that's closed. And let me show you the perfect bound book as well. So just to clarify, the perfect bound option only comes with the 200 GSM digitally printed books. It's glued together here, just like your usual perfect bound books. And this is how it pages. A little bit obviously is going to get lost in the middle, but not too much. So let me show you the difference between the perfect bound and the lay flat option. That's what you get in the lay flat, and that's what you get in the perfect bound. So there's always a little bit getting lost. This one feels really strong as well. That's how it looks from the top. It's really thin, and that's how it pages. If you go for the cheaper option, the perfect bound, you're not going to be disappointed. It's really well done as well. Obviously it's not the same as the lay flat, but it's good to have options. So let's talk a little bit about the papers. I love how many paper options they've got, and all of them are actually really great. The main difference is the thickness and the printing technology, which depends on the paper that you choose. So you can't choose the printing process, but you can choose the paper which is going to yield a certain printing process. So the 6 types of papers they've got are grouped into 2 main categories: the 200 GSM and 300 GSM. The 200 GSM papers are classic, glass coated and matte, and the 300 GSM papers are luster, glossy and matte. Now let me show you first the 200 GSM paper. So this one is the 200 GSM. Okay, and this one is a classic paper, which basically is silk to my eyes. It's a lot thicker than your average photo book paper, because most companies offer 140 or 160 GSM, and this one is 200. So even if you go for the cheaper books, you're going to be much better off than most of the competitors. Not all of them, but most of them. There's the thickness you get with the 200 GSM. Obviously it bends. With this paper, the minimum page count is 26 and the maximum page count is 154 if you get the hardcover option and 130 if you get the softcover option. So it's quite a high page count for the hardcover books. If you choose the gloss coated, then it's obviously going to be a very glossy finish, and if you choose the matte, it's going to have even less shine than this one. So let me show you the quality a bit up close. That's the kind of sheen you get. It's the usual silky sheen that you would get from commercial books. It's a really nice quality paper. Even though it's the cheapest one they offer, I would be happy with this one as well. Now let me show you the lay flat options. In the lay flat books, you can choose from luster, gloss and matte. All of them are the same thickness, 300 GSM, and this is how they look. So it's a lot thicker than the other one. It feels a lot thicker. It still bends, but it's difficult to bend, so it stays nice and flat, and it's not going to curl up or anything like that. This one in front of me is the lustrous one, because that's my favorite. If you want a bit more dynamic contrast, go for the glossy option, or if you want no shine at all, then the matte is probably best for you. That's the texture of the paper that you get. Let me try to give you a really nice close-up. It has the usual sandy, pearly texture that you would get from nice, high-quality lustrous papers. I hope it's visible. If it's not visible, then go onto my blog and I post some high-quality photographs of it. Now let me talk a little bit about the printing process. As I mentioned already, they've got 2 options: digital printing, which uses indigo printers, and photographic printing, which uses a silver-halide technology. If you want a really high quality photographic real photo book, go for the silver-halide printing option. You're not going to regret it. The colors look perfect. It's really accurate when I compare it to the photos on my computer. Nothing's oversaturated, nothing's undersaturated. Dynamic tones are really great. If you want a bit more contrast again, you can go for the glossy options. I'm really happy with the silver-halide option. As I said in my reviews before, it's the very best you can get in the photo book world. And when a company offers that, you know that they are really professional. So here again, you can see the dynamic contrast and the colors. And of course, when you have silver-halide printing, the tones are going to meld into each other. It's a continuous transition as opposed to the picture being made up of little dots as in the digital process. So let me show you the digital now. So the digital, even without comparing it to the silver-halide method, is actually really good. The colors in the digital book are just as accurate as in the silver-halide printed book. The only thing I would say is probably a little bit oversaturated compared to the other book, but not too much, and the colors remain really true to what they are supposed to be, and the dynamics are really great as well. So again, whichever option you choose, you're not going to have problems with the printing or the quality of the book. Now let me give you the comparison of the two books. So this one here is the perfect bound digital book, and there's the silver-halide. You can see how much softer the silver-halide is, and a little bit of oversaturation in the digital printed books. If I come closer to the texture, I hope that you can see the difference in the artifacts that you get from printing. I'm going to post a picture here which shows you the main difference between the two processes. So the only thing left to talk about is the editing process. I'm going to show you a very quick walkthrough as there are so many options to choose from. I created these books in the offline editor which you can download, but I'm also going to show you the online creator and just a few words about the PDF and the app process as well. So this is the most popular option that you've got, the Bob Designer. You have to download it. It's a software and it works offline, but then in the end, of course, it's going to upload your images. It works both on Windows and Mac. So you select the photo book, you go for landscape or whichever you want, and then here you've got paper options. Once you select your paper, it's going to load up the interface, and you can select your images from your Photos application if you're on the Mac, or from any folder where you store your images. So this is the book that I was showing you. Let me just go onto a page, and here in the left bar you can see the photos where you drag in and out, the layouts that you can choose. You can choose from full coverage, angled, graphic, high coverage and stuff like that, and the number of photos. You can obviously change the size of the images, the image boxes, and move them around as well. Then you've got your backgrounds where you've got loads and loads of different colors and patterns, and you can also use images, what I did here. And you've got clip art that you can add, and masks and things like that to make images into different shapes. These ones, so you can make this picture into a C shape and things like that. Okay, when you click on an image, you've got some basic editing tools: blur, soft focus, brightness, contrast, flipping, red eye, and usual editing, basic editing abilities. You've got a little ball in the top here which shows you the quality, whether it's high enough resolution for the actual book. The second option you've got is the online book creator. Okay, the same interface loads up. You select the book, then select the cover type, hardback, and select the paper type, and start. It looks very similar. You have your photos, you need to upload them first, clip art, background, and the layouts come up as well when you double click on a page. This is very helpful for those of you who want to edit the book from work and from home, friend's house, parents' house.
because you can always access the project. You don't need to go back to your computer at home and do it offline. Now, if you want to be a real pro, then you can do the PDF to book, and this is for those who have Adobe InDesign installed on their computers. You can create the book according to the templates that they provide you and then upload it in a PDF format and then just get it printed. And the last and final one is the iPad app, which also works on iPhones and iPads. At this moment, I don't think it works on Android platforms, so it's just Apple.
So nothing left to talk about but delivery, deals, and the pros and cons of the books. Delivery was really quick. It came from the UK. I think it was 3 or 4 days, so within the week, and it costed £4.99. To my knowledge, delivery is the same price wherever you order from around the world, but it's going to take longer, approximately 1-2 weeks depending on where you are, but the price is the same. If you go onto the website, you'll see deals every now and then. It's usually 20-30% off, or sometimes even 40% off. Come to my website, photobookguru.com, to always see the latest deals. I will have the Bob Books deals on the deals section of my website from now on, so you can always go there and check them out. So what do I love so much about these books? I love the high quality, I love the printing, it's crystal clear, I love the color reproduction, it was so accurate. I love the paper options you get, the luster, glossy, matte. I love the binding, and I love how quick they are, I love how professional they are, and the fact that you can sell your books and take a commission of it. The few little complaints I could have are probably the lack of cover options. If you do a lay flat book, the only thing you can have is this hardcover. You don't have linen, leather, or dust jacket or anything like that. And also the themes are not exactly the same idea as in mixed book or Shutterfly, so you will have to work around with the photos. It's not going to give you a complete book already made and you just have to put in the photos. It's not so creative, but as you can see from the book, it's really easy to make a really good looking book, and you don't need to be a rocket scientist. These books are really great for any occasion. I would happily use them for weddings, for babies, portfolios, and travel, parties, family events. If you want to read more about the books and see more up-close images, better quality in higher resolution than the video, go to my blog, photobookguru.com. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos and more deals coming up. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.